pick it back up.
Mike Harmon is the recipient of the Aaron's Lucky Dog, so he will get a lap back here at Kansas. And then we will go to the double file restart when we come back. Welcome back as we get ready for the restart. Ron Hornaday has been out front all 19 laps that we have completed. We've slowed the pace down twice now. 2 cautions, the first one coming out on lap 9, the second one on lap 17. Todd Bodine running second. He is going to be on the inside once again. And again, the leader of the race chooses which line he wants to restart in. And so far, Ron Hornaday has chose the outside line every time. Green flag back in the air.
And we've seen the truck in second make a run at Ron, but he's been able to hold him off so far. Todd Bodine decides he's going to get up in line behind Ron and follow him down into turn 1.
Side-by-side battle for third. Timothy Peters, the white truck on the inside. Looked like he wiggled a little bit. Matt Crafton on the outside.
That'll flat get your attention. You start wiggling around 170 miles an hour with your foot flat on the floorboard and start turning right. Trucks all around you.
Timothy hasn't recovered yet. He sees Johnny Sauter get by the 13 truck on the outside. Ricky Carmichael right now pulls up behind the 17 of Timothy Peters.
He's got to go down to the next corner, Phil, and be a little bit defensive.
Yeah.
You can't come off turn 2 sideways.
He's got to breathe at some point.
The top 9 all in line. The last one in that line, the 18 of Brian Eichler. Again, getting seat time while Kyle Busch was in Richmond last night.
A big wad of trucks right there.
A big win for Kyle Busch last night. He won the race. Today's his birthday. Getting to sit at home, watch speed, and see his trucks race.
Give a shout out to KB.
Yeah, hey KB. Congratulations on the win. Do we have an ISO on him at home?
I do not believe we have satellite connection with Kyle Busch's home. Take a look at David Starr. A good run on that 3 of Austin Dillon as he's able to go by.
Uh-oh.
Eric Almirola has a pass-through penalty that he is serving right now on pit road. So he will serve that penalty, head back out as we continue watching racing on the right side of your screen.
He came back in the pits when there was 1 to go for the restart. Obviously must have sped on pit road. Too fast entering. So probably he's going to get a lap down here, Adam. The leader's going by now. He's just now getting to turn 1 on the apron.
Yeah, tough break for Almirola in the early going. And the reason he came back down pit road is someone's fender brace came through the front end of that race truck. So they wanted to get a little Baramond on it and make sure it was aerodynamically sound. Unfortunately, as you said, speeding on pit road causes a penalty. And now he has gone from bad to worse, running at the tail end of the lead lap, going to go a lap down very quickly.
Johnny Benson. We saw Johnny Benson in the number 15. Take a look at the 51 trying to stay on the lead lap, but the 33 closing in.
He did do a good job of getting onto pit road and off pit road and stayed on the lead lap. And with the benefit of the Aaron's Lucky Dog lurking, if Hornaday is able to put Eric a lap down, he's going to be right with the leader. So as they catch slower trucks, the 51 truck will get by him as Hornaday does, and hopefully that'll put him in a position to get that lap back. They needed to work on that truck, but they sure didn't need that penalty.
Here's Mike Skinner. He's making his move back towards the front. Remember, he came in on lap number 13 was his most recent pit stop. He's up into the 14th position right now. 13th actually. Just took over that spot from Rick Crawford driving the 76 truck.
Super Seal number 76 for Rick Crawford. A very unfamiliar sight, seeing Rick Crawford in a vehicle that doesn't have a number 14 on the side.
You know, we talked to Rick in the garage area yesterday, and he said he really was impressed with this operation. Very small shop, but he said when I walked in the shop, I saw some of the faces, and I knew we had a bunch of racers. He said, I really want to help him with this program. In the meantime, it allows me, as we see Ron Hornaday try to put Eric Almirola that lap down. He said it helps me continue to get to the racetrack and still trying to put something together with Circle Bar Racing.
You know, we saw that Rick Crawford is in the 76 today. He's been in the number 14 forever. So you know where he's running, Rick? 14. You can't shake it quite yet.
Can't shake that number 14.
Look at these two, man. They're all over each other.
Eric Almirola does not want to give up the lead lap. And we see a battle now for the 3rd spot as Johnny Sauter takes it away from Matt Crafton.
Timothy Peters, the 17 truck, lurking behind. He's got his breath back from getting loose down there a few laps ago.
The momentum is back for Timothy Peters.
Oh,
we got a problem again. The 46. Terry Jones gets into the infield. That's on the back stretch.
Terry's another one of the regular ARCA competitors. Has been here in an ARCA car before, but making his debut here in the Camping World Truck Series. One of Danny Gill's trucks.
Looks like he's going to be able to get rolling, keep from Keep these leaders from coming around and getting him a lap down, and then because of the fact that Eric Almirola was running it, Eric's not sure whether he's ahead of Hornaday or not, whether he's going to be the Aaron's lucky dog or if he just got his lap back on his own. They're riding side by side on the back straightaway. So one way or the other, Eric is going to be back in the race.
Yeah, we're getting a report that Eric is the Aaron's lucky dog. He will get back on the lead lap. It was very, very close to him earning that lap back by being in front of Ron Hornaday, but obviously that's not the case. But he will be on the lead lap when we restart this race.
The pit road is open. We'll see if there are any takers as we've completed 27 laps on lap 28 of 167.
Yeah, they're coming. They got to come.
Hornaday making his way onto pit road. We go back down to the boys on pit road and Ray Dunlap.
Well, listening to the radio down here, Rick, quite a few adjustments coming the way. Loose all the way around for Todd Bodine in the number 30. They're going air pressure adjustments on the right sides of that Germain Toyota. And for Timothy Peters, he's tight in 1 and 2. Jeff Hensley said, no matter what anybody else does, we're pitting. Looks like the whole field down on my end. It'll be 4 tires for the 17, adjustments for the 30. Adam?
Bottom of your screen, Johnny Sauter running inside the top 3 when the caution came out. Tight on exit, the word for him. They will make a slight air pressure adjustment, 4 tires and fuel. Top of your screen, the race leader, Ron Hornaday, has dominated today. He said, give me 4 tires, top off the fuel tank. Absolutely no changes. And the quickest on pit road, David Starr. Perhaps some strategy there. Hornaday, it looked like, was second.
You know, David Starr had driven from his 25th starting spot, Phil, up to 9th. So he's got a fast truck. I watched that pit crew down there. It looked like maybe they just took 2 tires and possibly even a gas to go, but I saw a couple tires over the wall. So I think they took 2 tires, but man, what a run early in the going for David Starr.
The reason we're under caution, the Amherstburg, Ontario native, Terry Jones comes out of turn number 2, slides down the backstretch and into the infield of the backstretch. And that is our 3rd caution of the race. We'll be back with more racing from Kansas Speedway. These messages.
What you do with Schmales is you get him by the hamstrings.
Part of the fan-friendly All-Star Week of events is NASCAR Revved Up, a free concert in Uptown Charlotte featuring recording artists Switchfoot and Parachute. Visit speedtv.com/allstar for more information. Beautiful shot of downtown Kansas City.
Oh, I'm having a great day, a Sunday afternoon. Got trucks on the track. What a venue this Kansas Speedway is, too, guys.
Todd was having a really great day till he got penalized for exiting the pits too fast, and he'll have to make it. Actually, he's already done his pass-through penalty. There you see Todd right there. Watch him leave the pits now. Rick Crawford had come in, did some pit strategy, either 2 tires or fuel only. And watch Todd. Norm Benning is just now coming to his pit, I think, but Rick Crawford is right there, and he's passing Rick Crawford. So I thought that Rick Crawford was running really slow, but maybe Todd was just running really fast.
He's definitely running real slow compared to Todd. Now, Todd was out of bounds, though, so he had to come back to pit road. A couple of guys getting these pit road penalties, and it's costly. You know, you look at Almirola, he's back in the back because of getting the Aaron's lucky dog. But if he had just been able to stay ahead of Hornaday, he could be up there leading the race right now because he wouldn't have had to pit.
Because he had just pitted just a few laps before that.
Todd Bodine would have restarted 3rd, but because of the penalty, he is in the back of the field. Bringing them to the green flag, it's the 81 of David Starr on the outside. Ron Hornaday on the inside. David Starr was scored as our race leader, so he chose the outside line as Hornaday has done on all the restarts.
So this is the first time that Hornaday has restarted from the inside. It looks like it's going to work for him down there, too.
Same result. Ron Hornaday with the lead as they exit turn 2. He's got a strong truck today.
Yeah, maybe he's got a good truck.
I think that's part of it. 3 wide, maybe?
Matt Crafton trying to get to the inside of that 76. Again, that's Rick Crawford.
Look at Crawford go in that new truck.
Jumps out in front of the 81 of David Starr.
Ray Dunlap.
David Starr feels like he has a good truck, but you guys were right. He did go with 2 tires on our lap 28 pit stop. No adjustments on that race truck, but 2 tires only to try to get track position. Adam?
And Brian Eichler, who's been very solid here today, running in the top 10 throughout the afternoon, came in the 8th position, restarted 16th because they had an issue on the jack when they made their pit stop. So a tough break for Eichler. He's going to try and rally back. You may remember he made his debut in this series a year ago and finished inside the top 5.
These guys just need to get some laps in, Phil. We've seen it already. You know, after you have a restart, you're going to have the the possibility to get loose and have another caution, another restart. We've had that happen here.
We've had a lot of pit strategy too. A lot of guys with 2 tires, so